What is up, good people? Welcome to Excellence Personified with Elijah L. Harris. I am him, Mr. Elijah L. Harris. Man, I don't have nothing scripted for this one. I'ma just kind of speak to life. It just so happens that just yesterday I got a bit of a transformational call that I picked up, and I learned that I earned myself a new job. All right. Yesterday I also had a couple of conversations with some people. I've been looking into this job, looking to make a change, looking to elevate a little bit. So I've been looking into this new job, and I had the final interview for this role just yesterday. And shortly after, I'm literally on my way home, and I get the call saying, head of HR really enjoyed our conversation with you. We really want to bring you in. We're going to get the offer letter together, send it your way, and kind of make it shake from that point on. And I honestly, it's wild because I don't exactly know how to feel, right? Which is a little bit problematic. But deep down, I'm really proud of myself because I went out and I did something. I set a goal and I did something and I accomplished it, right? Now I think I'm burying myself a little bit and not giving myself the credit that I actually deserve because, and this is interesting, because I know the person that's hiring for this position. Okay, I used to work with her at Under Armour, so I'm familiar with her. She's actually my friend. So it could look like, my friend just decided to hire me because she's my friend. In all actuality, that's not actually how it worked, right? Did she do what she could do in order to bring me in? Absolutely. She introduced me to the role, presented it to me. I showed interest. I applied. My name was pulled along with some others, and I went through the process of interviewing and meeting these other people to get to know this new place and to get to know the role, for them to get to know me. So I went through the process, right? She didn't just give it to me. But the way that I'm processing it, I think, like in my head and in my heart, is that, you didn't just get it out the mud and get this new job out of nowhere. Like it wasn't because your resume was rock solid and that's what pushed you forward, or, your portfolio was just far and beyond better than everybody else's. I don't know that was the case for this, right? However, what I do also understand, although I know the hiring manager, she could have brought me in and I could have spoken to these people and they could have been like, he's not a very good fit. I don't know that I like him. That very well could have happened. And this would have all been for nothing, right? So to be on the other side of it and look back and be like, you know what, E, you showed up, you came correct, right? You presented a level of interest that was appealing. You showed your expertise. You did your thing, right? Like, give yourself some credit, because at the end of the day, you earned it, right? And the other thing too, for us as Black folk, I'm gonna call us out on this. The other thing too is that I think a lot of times there's glamour in the grind, and that doesn't have to be the case, right? Although I know the hiring manager, did I have an inside track? Probably, yeah, I probably did. But could I have still veered off path and crashed the car and wrecked it and not got the new job? Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. And so the relationship that I built was work. That was equity that was built in, right? Did I know it was going to result in potentially a new job? No, I didn't. But at the end of the day, nobody else built that relationship but me. I did that work. I laid the seed, planted it. That was the foundation, I think, for what this has come to be to this point. And that's the nature of life. And we could look at our white counterparts, for all my Black folks on the line, we can look at our white counterparts and see that they do the exact same thing. So why should we sit and look at us, or why should I sit and look at myself and be like, you know what, E, what you just did, this job that you just got, it's not worth what it could have been if you just got it out the mud, quote unquote, right? It's no different, right? They're gonna pay me the same thing. It's the same job as what somebody else would have got if they would have took the inside track. So don't doubt yourself. Don't cut yourself short for something that you earned, truth be told, and something that you're worth. You're worth achieving, and you did it, right? We sitting here waiting for the offer letter so I can sign it, but at the end of the day, I did it. Okay, I did it because I was worthy. I was qualified, beyond qualified. And I went out and I did it. Look at yourself in the mirror, acknowledge that, give yourself some credit because you was out here doing your thing. Okay? Goodness gracious. And I excuse my tone, as I talk to this camera, but I happen to be, face first in this camera and I see myself. And I'm sitting here trying to tell him to stop being hard-headed and give yourself some credit sometimes. It's okay. You deserve it. You earned it. You are good at what you do. You present well. You care about people. You care about what you do. You care about the work, the things that you produce, the impact that you make on the people around you. You care about all these things. You present a certain type of way because that is who you are. Let that be what it is. It's okay. Embrace it. People appreciate it. Okay? Because if they didn't, they wouldn't hire you. They wouldn't see the value in you. So if they see it, open your eyes and see it for yourself. Right? Come on, man. You did it. You earned it. Go out and crush it, man. Show them that they hired you for a reason. Continue to build upon everything that you already know, who you are, and go out and get better. Man. All right, that's 7 minutes worth of me getting myself together. All right. Like I said, off of the dome, this is just life right now for me, right? When we talk about igniting excellence in our lives, right? I'm speaking to an experience that I just had, just yesterday, which is cool, really monumental for me. But what I'm also kind of highlighting is the conversation that happens in your head, okay? When I speak about igniting excellence, I'm speaking about, shifting your mindset to where you put yourself in position to ignite the excellence that lies within you in any situation, any scenario, with anybody, right? Right now, I accomplished something, okay? What does that then require of me? To ignite the excellence in myself, give myself the space to have those positive feelings that should yield from getting a new job, all right? I struggle with that. I struggle with making space for positive feelings, acknowledging them and embracing them and being happy, all right? That is the case. I acknowledge that. But with that being said, you then have to take action to that. That's the ignition, right? You got to turn that on, turn that fire on, right? Once you acknowledge what your situation is, then you have to go out and attack it with the fervor that's required to go out and conquer it. You feel me? So for me, I'm understanding like, yo, get your mind right, all right? Don't bury yourself for taking, the inside track, using a relationship that you've already built for yourself to accomplish something. Congratulate yourself, celebrate yourself, ignite the excellence that's in you, okay? You're doing it. And so for me, part of igniting my excellence in this very moment is giving myself credit for something that I did, okay? And that's what we want to do in every scenario in life, okay? Ignite the excellence that's required for you to be the best version of you in that moment, all right? Because at the end of the day, we have a choice. I can sit here and choose to bury myself and not give myself credit, but I am aware of that dynamic and that part of me that doesn't always do so well. I'm aware of that. Okay, which means I consciously have a choice to choose to be proud of myself, to choose not to bury myself, and to choose to give myself credit. In this moment, that is what igniting excellence looks like. Igniting your excellence. Okay? Because excellence does not look the same for everybody in every situation. It don't. But for me right now, what's required is that I give myself some credit for what I've done and for what I deserve. Alright? Lord have mercy. I'm gonna be home soon, but I'm gonna go and cut this camera off. Y'all have a good day. Peace, love, and joy. I'ma holla at y'all.